What's going on, people? Listen, this is another edition, another episode of Black Table Talk, and this is where we talk about things that's out there in the world that's going on. But what I want to talk to you about is, listen, it was about a year last year, right? I was wearing a shirt. I was wearing this shirt that has myself on the shirt, and I have a message on the back: Dream big and always believe in yourself. And so I'm wearing that, and I'm at this event because I'm campaigning for the Emmy nomination, all that stuff. And this guy, brother, behind the bar, as I'm waiting to get a drink, he was like, "Is that you on your shirt?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I said, why?" He was like, "Well, I just kind of odd that you're on your shirt, like almost pretty much trying to clown me for putting myself on the shirt, promoting my brand." And so I was taken aback by his comment because I was just like, "Hmm, that is an interesting way of thinking." And in that moment, I won't say angry. I was just so taken aback that I couldn't really educate the brother um, for him to see what it was he was trying to do. He was trying to down another brother for promoting himself by wearing his own brand on his shirt because we're so trained to wearing other people's brands that we're not proud to wear our own. Whether it's our name, whether it's our company, whether it's someone else that we know's company, fellow brother or sister. But we're so trained to wear other people's brand that we don't even understand what that brand represents. Where we've seen, I like Gucci, I love wearing Gucci, but what I'm not gonna do is spend my last dime to get Gucci just to say I have Gucci on, and then we know what happened with Gucci and what they did. Um, if you don't know, look it up. I'm not gonna go into that, but simply understanding that be comfortable with supporting your own brand, supporting your own self. And then people know that know me, I'm not shy to support my own brand, and that's me. Because if I'm not going to be proud of supporting my own brand, why should anybody else or why should anyone care? So what I wanted to tell, what it should tell, could tell that brother moving forward is that before you down somebody else, look at your position where you are. You are maybe not living your dream, not doing your best you because you're feel like you have to down somebody else in order to feel bigger. But don't understand what I've done in my life, the accomplishments that I've made, but I don't have to go and do that because he's not worthy of that. So next time, what I probably would do is say, mind your damn business and keep it moving. Or simply tell him to mind his business and enlighten the brother on how, instead of downing another brother, how he can uplift. Because as you're behind the counter serving me a drink, I could be a jerk about this. I could go to your supervisor and say, "Hey, such and such, whatever." I can make up something if I was wanting to be a jerk about it because you're in a serving manner. So, if anything, people need to be mindful of what they say, what they do. Always feel like they have to get the upper hand on somebody because at the end of the day, you won't. So be careful of who you're talking down to or whatever you may do because that person, the janitor, whoever it may be the CEO of a company and you may need a job one day and they may be the one hiring you. So be respectful to everybody. I'll move on to that. So the next thing I want to talk about is a brother named Cal, what's his name? Cuero, whatever his name. I'm not going to even go into his name is Cal. He's a football player. And he said this about Jill Scott. He said, people are attracted to Jill Scott, question mark. And by means is by means is she ugly. By no means is she ugly, but y'all really sexually aroused by her? Listen, brother. What we're not going to do, brothers and sisters, we're not going to down our black sisters. We're not going to down our sisters. We're not going to down each other. We're not going to be negative. So if you may not think that this woman is attractive or whatever it may be, that's not your place to down another sister or brother, especially on social media. So of course he got backlash, which he deserved, because don't mess with Jill Scott. Leave Jill Scott alone. She's from Philly. Don't mess with Jill Scott. She is a queen. She's a golden child. Leave her alone. Don't mess with Jill Scott. People need to mind their damn business. People just bored. During the COVID-19, people are really bored. They tweeting stuff. They putting stuff out there they gotta apologize for. Listen, If you put something out there and you stand by it, great, cool. But don't put stuff out there that you're gonna have to apologize for tomorrow, today, the next day, or in your career or get fired. Like, simply understand the times that we're in, people have nothing else to do on their hands but to be bored, but to be counterproductive. We gotta be productive. So we gotta do our best to be us, to be to move forward, and to make sure that before we hit enter, make sure we reread 3 times what we wrote and say, okay, I know what I mean by this, but how would somebody else perceive it? Will somebody else turn into something else that it could not be or may not be or is? You gotta be careful, because tweets, posts, Facebook, Instagram are getting people fired. And it's already bad enough people don't have jobs now. So please be mindful of what you're posting, what you're saying, what you're doing, so you don't end up on the unemployment line, because it's too many already. Y'all be blessed, and this is an edition of the Black Table Talk. Talk to you later. And y'all see, we represent. Shout out to my cousin Jimmy.